Hello, everyone out there.
Right.
This is the B&E podcast. We have a special guest today, and our first guest,
ever.
Mrs. Am I married?
Mrs. Okay, never mind. My bad.
Yeah.
Haley Selden. My bad.
There we go.
Fräulein Haley Selden.
Oh man.
Yeah, star appearance. So hopefully it works out well. We'll see.
Yeah.
We don't really have a guideline for you. We're just gonna kind of go with the flow.
Oh, good.
But what we were talking about was you being a water girl.
We're jumping right in.
For the SoCal High football team.
Yeah. When did you start being a water girl?
I just did it senior year.
Just senior year.
Yeah, just senior year. I had a friend who was doing med tech or whatever you guys called it. The medical people who are on the field for you guys.
Oh, like
trainers?
There was a
Sports
class.
Sports trainers? Sports
okay.
medicine?
Yeah.
I think it's sports medicine.
Yeah. And she was like, I don't want to be the only girl on the field. You should come be on the field. I was like, all right, well, there's only so many ways you can do that without also being med tech, which is so not me. So
Yeah.
I was water girl. And
That's
hopefully
fun.
the least demeaning way possible.
No,
Demeaning? That's totally helpful.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's I remember that. That was good.
Yeah.
I feel like Eddie helped you out a little bit because he was.
I don't-
His whole senior
I
year.
think so, yeah.
His whole
I
senior
don't
year,
wanna talk
yeah.
about that. I blew up my ACL my senior year, second play.
Yeah.
So I was basically a water girl.
I
also.
actually forgot that. Yeah, you were on the field like every game. Did you travel with us too?
Yeah.
To the away game?
What else?
Yeah, I
was
did. On the bus.
That's so
Smelly
cool.
bus.
That's so cool.
I'll just put that out there. But
I totally forgot. I totally forgot.
I mean,
about
it worked out well for me because by the time senior year rolled around, most of my friends were kind of over going to football games, but I still liked to go, so then I got to go for free.
Yeah.
And didn't need any friends because I was stuck with you guys.
I didn't even need any friends. Yeah, I remember you cruising around in your white Jetta. Was it a Jetta? No, it was
No, it was a cabrio.
a Cabrio.
Close.
A VW Cabrio.
Close.
Yeah, with your drop top.
My cute little car.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm not getting punched in the face this weekend, though.
Oh yeah, dude, your fight. I was gonna go, but I couldn't make it last minute.
yeah.
Let's talk about that. I want to talk about your
Jesus.
fight, man.
Yeah.
It was a draw.
Okay, so that's good. You have a little
just-
eyelash right here. Let me just get it for the.
See, I saw it too, but I
Oh,
was
you
just
saw-
gonna let it
no,
happen.
no.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
No,
You
we
can lick
gotta
your
do
thumb
it.
first. Come
Yeah.
here.
I wasn't happy with my performance. I had learned a lot,
That's good.
and I had a lot of fun. But,
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, it's important that you learned a lot and you had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that you lacked? Because you haven't been in fights like
Yeah.
that.
It was my first event. It was my first event. So,
that's so cool.
I put this conditioning. I gassed like it was only was it three? It was 3 2-minute rounds, and by the halfway through the second round, I was basically gassed. Which is like
really?
getting gassed when someone's trying to beat you up is probably the scariest feeling in the world.
Yeah.
So with some guys just throwing punches and kicks and kneeing you in the body,
And
it's
he
the
was
worst.
he was good.
I put this. I mean, it was a draw, so we were basically
Yeah.
even. But I felt like I underperformed because I've basically just been training in the mornings, and I haven't been sparring, and I haven't been working with other fighters. So I kind of went in there underprepared. I feel, but overall, I felt like after the fight was over, I thought he won. But it turned out to be a draw. But when I watched, I can show you the video later.
I wanna see
I'm
the
not
video.
putting this online.
Wait, why not?
I'm definitely not putting it back. Give me beat up
Why?
online.
Put a link in your bio.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you put it up on YouTube? No.
No, definitely not.
Why?
Because I would say people just get you wrecked in the face. You kidding me?
You had headgear, right?
Headgear.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
headgear, shin guards. It was
Okay, and shin guards.
it was punches, kicks, and only knees to the body. No knees to the head or elbows. So
No knees to the head or elbows.
yeah.
Okay.
I was getting jacked up in the clinch. I did not practice clinch at all. You were just
okay.
grabbing me and kneeing me in the body. But
Oh, okay.
overall, I feel good.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Well,
It was an excellent experience. I had fun. You did a great job. So
what would you do next time? You think? Like, how would you prepare for your next fight? Conditioning? Because I feel like
the
you're
only
so
way,
conditioned.
no.
that, like, you should,
When you're getting kneed in the body and there's hundreds of people watching
I
you.
feel like it's different, like going on like
Yeah.
the
Exactly.
and like, actually trying to fight someone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And especially getting you hit. I mean, there's different pressure. There's 200 people watching you. You've been waiting for this. All that type of stuff.
yeah.
But what I do different, if I do it again, which I want to, I need to show up to the regular kickboxing classes and work with other fighters and experienced striking coaches because
Yeah.
I wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
So
And do more like realistic type of conditioning where you're doing 2 minutes on, a minute off, 2 minutes on.
I was gonna say do simulated rounds.
Right.
Like I didn't know how to warm up correctly. Like I was just like literally. I
He's
was
just kind of shaking it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, like all that type of stuff. Like this is the first time I ever had a real fight. So it's like
Rocky one.
yeah, I can name like 20 different things, like being able to move and counter, like striking, moving my head, all that type of stuff. So
Yeah.
It was good.
Did you get him with any good ones? Oh, go ahead.
I'll show you the video after. But
Okay, yeah.
it's a-
Not just say you have a coach or anything, you're just like coaching yourself.
Right.
Just going for
Kind
it.
basically, yeah. I mean, working with other people like Eric Wells and stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I need to be working with other experienced fighters. So.
Did he have like a ring man? Did you have a ring man?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll just use names.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, Will McTighe was in my corner,
Alright.
Eric Wells, Joey Thomas, and I don't know Kevin, but his last name. Word comes and works out with us in the morning. His name's Kevin.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're just
Yeah, Motley Crue, and then this other. I'll just use his first
Motley
name.
Crue.
Yeah.
They were there.
No.
Wow.
So
But the person that basically saved me, I don't know if I just won't use his last name, but Brandon, this kid that trains kickboxing regularly and like helps out a lot. He's fought in the tournaments too. He was in my corner, like basically helping me out. He wasn't planned on doing that. He was just doing it on his own will, which is super cool. Thank
That
you,
is
Brandon,
super
if you're
cool.
watching.
That is super cool.
Yeah. So.
Well, at least you had that, going for you.
Exactly. So, but it was fun. I had a great time. So.
Yeah. So did you get it with any good ones? I want to.
You could watch the video. I'm not putting it up online.
Okay, but I want the people to know if you rocked him with any.
There's a few I countered him with my right hand pretty clean, but it didn't obviously end the fight. So.
Yeah. Did anyone get knocked out that night with anyone else?
I don't think anyone got knocked out, but the last fight, this guy was getting head kicked.
Like a mother.
Yeah, he was just getting a left head. It was like 2 or 3 hard left head kicks. I'm like,
he
dude,
was still
how are you
standing?
standing right now? I'm like, from what I heard after the fight, he was sitting there for like 20 minutes just holding his head. So
Really?
Yeah.
But with the headgear on,
Dude, the headgear does not.
I was gonna say that doesn't.
I mean, it
headgear.
helps, but it's still, but not really at the same. You can definitely get knocked out with headgear on. So.
Yeah. Well, and
Yeah.
a concussion at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was now I'm thinking about the John Jones DC, the last fight, that final head kick that rocked DC. Dude, the shit right to the temple, just.
But John evidently tested positive.
I know.
So.
He's pissing dirty, bro.
Why does he need to do that? He's super talented.
Wait, did you also hear that McGregor was tested positive? Not for
what?
not for performance enhancing substances, but just for banned substances.
I don't know.
Like things that
I was like, that's super generic.
well, because if you don't report that you're taking a supplement, even if it's like just protein supplement,
Yeah.
even if it's
because some protein supplements might have trace amounts of different.
yeah, or if you don't report that you're taking a pre-workout supplement, it's not anything crazy or illegal. It can be over the counter,
Okay.
Right.
but they're
But it's still
obligated.
It's still a banned substance.
Yeah, they're obligated to tell whoever is in charge, and like if they don't, or if it's something that's off the market, then they're just so. But that's what I heard. But I mean,
And he lost anyway.
But he lost anyway. But I mean, after $150 million paycheck, I mean,
How much did you really lose?
Yeah, how much?
I'm willing to take a few punches to the face for $150.
I'll take that Mayweather fight for the show. I feel like
I'm willing to get beaten up for a big sum of money. So
yeah. But what do you know about fighting or UFC, Haley? Do you watch?
I don't much. I mean, I had a lot of guy friends in college who would watch the fights, and so I know that much. I think it's entertaining.
Yeah.
But I don't know a lot of like the technical.
So you don't mind like the bloody like punching, kicking?
There's some fights where it's like I don't even want to watch it because the guy just getting elbowed in the head. I'm like, okay, stop the fight, stop the fight.
Some are a lot worse than others. I think the really technical ones are much more interesting, where it's like really evenly matched.
Yeah.
And not just like one person like getting the
Just
shit
wrecking.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I almost got to go to a fight the other day. My friend's dad had extra tickets over in San Jose, which you
Probably
knew
Bellator.
Yeah, that was
Oh really?
Because I'm pretty sure Bellator is based out of San Jose.
Next time that happens.
Yeah, let us know.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that would be so
but
freaking dope.
I was dog sitting for 2 different people at once. So normally I would just like pawn it off with my parents, but I was like 2 dog houses.
Yeah, that's hard.
That 7 dogs total also, by the way, because apparently people like to have a lot of dogs. Yeah.
People like to hit you up for dogs.
Yeah, right. But I'm also not mad. I love dogs. So.
No, yeah, but that's fine. I mean, there's a few fights that are hard to watch. Like,
I was just saying, Mike Tyson. There was one fight that was really bad where this guy named Sammy Chef or something. He hits him with just one shot, and his nose he turns into a faucet, and it's just broken sideways. He ended up knocking him out in the first round. It's Mike Tyson.
yeah, it's Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
Dude, watching his highlights are like, damn, that's scary. I would not. I would go fight Floyd Mayweather. I'm not tripping. I don't think he's knocked really that many people out. But like just for the money.
So you know,
just for the money. I'm like, yeah, you want to get boxed up for it? Yeah, you want to get knocked out? Yeah.
But I don't even know if I'd fight Mike Tyson for $100 million.
Like, he might die if he hits you with an uppercut.
Dude, he kills people. Like, that is scary.
I mean, there's still plenty of other bad things that could happen even if you don't get knocked
Yeah,
out. That's worse. You're
that's
just stuck
true.
in there for longer.
But for that much money, I don't mind seeing stars for a few days. Like, that's fine.
Yeah. As long as I know I'm not going to die, I'll take a pretty good
But did you die though?
Another hard fight was Ronda Rousey's last fight against
Manny Nunez.
Yeah, Manny Nunez.
Yeah.
Dude, that was hard to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like she didn't like get wrecked, but she just got trained through and just that was so sad.
Yeah,
like,
it's dangerous as hell, man. I mean,
I don't
you
think
could
so.
die. You obviously died fighting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I wonder when the last death was because of a UFC fight.
Because of the
never
fight or
been-
because of the aftermath of a fight? Oh, I totally just yelled at me. I'm sorry.
No, we want you to talk.
exactly.
This
This
is
is
a real loud.
I don't want to talk over you, so I'm like,
Yeah. No, we talked loudly, so, but, yeah, afterwards, people die.
I say because you could
sometimes.
like die during a fight or be like brain damage from a fight and die like 4 months later.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I think that happened to a couple of football players.
yeah. They on the
Oh, they made a
field.
whole
As soon as
movie
they,
about
it's like I know there's one up in actually in Colorado because he was dehydrated at elevation. This was when I was in like maybe at the latest a sophomore in high school. This was maybe middle school. But
Oh, okay. And he was in college?
no, NFL.
Oh,
I can't remember who it was though. I'm pretty sure he was a Bronco.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
He lived in Denver and he still had altitude problems.
maybe. I mean,
Well, also, they travel around a lot, so they can go to sea level, they go back up and down, so that could have been
some
something.
pressurization
True.
issues. Yeah.
Because throughout the season, and then I guess, I don't know what the hydration had to do with it, but that sounds gnarly.
When it's hot there.
Yeah, Haley's moving up to Colorado, right?
I am in
Yeah.
January.
That sounds
So,
fun.
yeah, I guess I'll
What
be a
was
Broncos
the
fan.
work you're going to be doing up there? And who are they working for? Freak, you want to put that online?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. I already signed the papers. Yeah, so I'm stuck now. But, the company's called EV Studio, and they kind of do like everything. They'll do the engineering and architecture and planning for a super wide range of projects. But I'll be a structural engineer there for the residential department doing houses and stuff. So a lot of it's going to be kind of like tract homes, which is like, you know, you have like 5 different floor plans in a huge neighborhood and you kind of just engineer the same building over and over again. But then other parts of it are like super rich people who want this big custom home up in the mountains. So
Is most of the work taking place in Colorado?
yeah.
Okay. Maybe so you have like jobs.
Yeah,
over-
well, they have another office or 2 offices in Texas. So obviously those are in Texas, but they're not about to like design a house over here from there. But yeah, I mean, it seems really interesting. I'm excited. I'm a big fan of houses.
What specifically are you like excited about? Or any like certain project you're looking forward to? Or?
I mean, they don't have me on any projects yet. I'm mostly excited to get out of my house.
Yeah.
So I was at school for
I-
5 years and was like my own person, and now I'm back to living at home. And even after like 4 months, I'm just really. I love,
Right.
Once you-
I love your
once you-
family, but I'm.
No,
I'm
yeah.
done.
Once you move past that
Everyone
threshold,
gets to that point.
Yeah.
I mean, no one would leave if everyone wanted to stay.
It's just difficult kind of in Santa Cruz because housing is really expensive. Like a bunch of people I talk to, they have to just live at home because like
You don't have a
paying
choice.
rent around here is
Yeah.
kind of pain in the ass.
I mean, that's what my sister's doing. That's why she's home. So.
yeah.
But yeah, that's what I will be doing. And I mean, I'm hoping to do some more small projects.
Do not ask
What
any
are
of these.
you
You're
looking
not.
at?
Dude, these questions. You're not. You
What?
are not asking those questions. I
Okay,
won't answer
hold
them.
on,
Yeah.
hold on.
You know this
What
is
is
public,
this?
right?
Hey, by the way, I'm listening to what you were saying.
Oh, good.
I
Yeah,
was-
we both of us
I
listening.
Just
Both of them
distracted
doing what
while
she
you were
did.
listening. All right.
I was just
Get
transitioning.
ready.
No, I was just transitioning to the next.
Let's transition.
These questions,
All right.
none of them are like that. FYI, these are actually legit questions.
Well, there's
That's a real question.
there's
Okay.
the devil and the
There's
angel.
words.
These ones are more funny would you rather questions, and Edward's are more
Deep. It's
stimulating and
yeah.
deep.
You know me.
You know, but you know you gotta mix it up. You gotta go half and half.
Do you want to start?
I
do you want to start
feel-
the question portion right now?
Oh my
You wanna
gosh,
read
just so
that?
you guys know, this is a BuzzFeed article over here that we have, and we have a nice typed up list of questions outside, so you can just, you know, imagine for yourselves.
Judge. You can judge.
Yeah, alright.
You want to read that one, Haley? Read that one. And then,
Alright, so would you rather have taste buds on your butthole or poop through your mouth?
that's almost the same thing, though,
It's like an
right?
episode of South Park.
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
house.
always, yeah. pooping.
Or
Yeah.
house, like just some genetic flaw, you know?
Oh god.
Well, which one would I rather have? Is that or which one
I
would
would
we
have
rather have?
taste buds on my butthole.
Probably, yeah.
Because the feeling, it'd be like,
Let's hear
you
it. Haley.
chose this.
What's the
You
feeling?
chose
Yeah,
what's the
this.
feeling,
It'd
Haley?
be like vomiting poop.
Yeah.
Like that's already such an uncomfortable feeling.
Vomiting's
and then
already
it's also poop, which means it's like every day.
Like
Yeah.
at least twice a day, probably.
Yeah,
you know.
you know.
I think have taste buds on my butthole. Is, but you know what? It's more. I put this. It's more respectful to other people than pooping through my mouth. Some people's moms will actually be watching this whole bed.
You can't.
Wait, what'd you say?
Some people's moms might actually be watching this one.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I mean, I'm just.
gonna selectively
Which shitty
pick the horrible one.
person would you rather be? That's too long. Come on.
Oh my
No,
god.
skip that one.
What the hell?
What did you click on?
Dude, it's not. What? These are so okay. These are a little abstract. Let's just find a.
Do you want to? Okay.
Surprise! This show is now skimming BuzzFeed
Cheese.
for you.
Cheese
You
is
do
the
it by
answer to that
yourself,
one.
but-
Cheese.
Wait, is there any would you rather's that you've asked before in the past or you know of off the top of your head?
But
Like-
it's not really a regular thing that I'd play.
You don't play would you rather?
All right. Can I ask my questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
All
Keeping
right.
on.
An eccentric millionaire offers to donate a large sum to charity if you step completely naked from a car onto a busy downtown street, walk 4 blocks, climb back into the car. Knowing that there would be no danger of physical abuse, would you do it?
Yeah.
In Santa Cruz? Well, yeah.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like, that's pretty regular. But yeah, wait, what did I get out of it?
A millionaire donates
A large sum of money to charity if you basically walk around naked, and then
So I don't personally get anything, but I mean, I could, know that
Do it for the
that's.
kids.
I'm basically doing charity by doing public nudity. I guess that's.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean.
I bet some people just give you money like, dude, put your clothes on. Here you go. You need something?
Yeah, jeez. Yeah. At Santa, I feel like you get arrested before 4 blocks.
Well, no,
You
so
said
that's
4
the thing.
blocks?
So it says if you know no physical
There would be no danger or
Oh,
physical.
I guess, could you still get arrested?
For the purposes of this, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say the billionaire have to bail me out, but
Yeah. Exactly.
And now-
for public indecency.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a pretty. Yeah.
All right. Next question.
Next question.
Would you like to have your rate of physical age slowed by a factor of 30 so as to give you a life expectancy of about 2,000 years?
No.
So would you want to live for 2,000 years is basically the question.
No.
Wait, say that one more time.
Would you like to have your rate of physical aging slowed by a factor of 30 so as to give you a life expectancy to live about 2,000 years? No one else, just you.
Yeah, and that's why no. I mean, it'd be cool to see everything, but like,
That'd be so cool though.
you'd be stuck by
Probably like-
yourself.
Why
I
are
mean,
you stuck by
make,
yourself?
You make new friends, but then you're like 2,000 years old, and everyone's like, "What's this guy?"
Like, what's-
Yeah, you see your kids die, your grandkids die, your great grandkids die, all your but after a while, once you get used to it, you're like, well, there's another generation dead. So start time to
So is that a yes from you then?
you could have thousands of kids. You know what I'm saying? Throughout like every decade, you could have like 3 kids, and then so you're not necessarily like. I don't know. There's so much more for living 2,000 years. You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays, in modern technology, in the next few hundred years, it's plausible that you could be biologically immortal. Because I was reading this on I think it was Futurism, that they have DNA chips nowadays that you can place on your body. It can reprogram your DNA to repair itself indefinitely. So as long as you don't get your head cut off or something, you can actually live to be.
Do you still age?
You in principally, there's no laws of physics preventing us from being able to end aging. Like so, like say, because with what's it called? Crocodiles can live hundreds of years. Jellyfish are biologically immortal as long as you don't break them apart. So in principally, if you can tell your DNA replication process to indefinitely reproduce correctly, you always look like you're 30.
That's gonna be really.
At
That's really
least,
hard to do.
no, it's gonna be hard to do, but it's physically possible.
But I also feel like you get to a point where you can't like improve yourself any further, even if you are immortal. Like a human is only ever gonna be able to run so fast or like hold its breath so long. Like you're gonna run out of improvements aside from living forever, and then
Yeah. Scientifically, it's the
Like-
only thing that I would say. I feel like they can probably make it so your regenerative tissue stays regenerating, like all your skin cells, and so you look, but your brain doesn't regenerate. Once you lose brain cells, they don't.
Let's assume that
Right,
we
though?
figure out a way to replicate.
Right.
I agree. Yeah.
Right. So then that's not. Then you're introducing new
New
stem
30-year-old.
cells into your brain and having them. Yeah.
If we,
You look like
this is gonna go weird. I
It'll
brought
look
this
great,
weird.
but-
We'll just keep going. But in order to traverse interstellar distances and pressures, you would need that type of like biological immortality to do it because of the distances of the universe.
Okay,
if you
that's
wanted
fair.
to travel different planets, this got weird. Just.
but that's a valid point though.
But there's this quote from Neil deGrasse Tyson I really like, and it's the very. I'm going to paraphrase it, but it's something to the effect of the knowledge that I know that I'm going to die underscores the importance of every single day because I know it could be taken away from me at any moment. So. Whoa. Didn't mean to get too deep on you.
YOLO, guys.
But I got punched in the head a lot this weekend. I still got it.
Dang, Eddie feels immortal.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But or do you want to go down with you?
I like alternating. I think
This
that's
one's
gonna be
this
good.
one's not like this one's more. It's like yours.
Go on.
the proof is so
I'm
good.
trying to think of something that's not so vague, like something specific. Like, okay, let's say your best friend robbed a bank, and needs your help to cover it up. If you refuse to help them, they will go to jail for 25 years. But if you help them, but you have to live with a guilty conscience knowing that they did that.
That's just like that's really realistic though.
Yeah, exactly. So that's.
I'd help them.
I have an
You know,
interview as a bank teller on Thursday. So
Really?
I'm ratting that dude out. Just let you know, don't do it.
Don't rob a bank.
Yeah.
Well, it actually says committed a serious but non-violent crime. That's the only
Okay,
thing.
there you go.
But like it doesn't tell you why.
Okay,
There could be
what do
really
you-
good reasons
Okay,
behind it.
robbing a bank. What do you mean really good reasons? Like,
Well,
what are
you
the
made up
really-
robbing a bank.
I did. Okay, but what's a serious but non-violent crime?
I don't know.
You know, so I think all I did is robbing a bank. So you'd say like,
I'd rat that dude out in a
I got
second.
you. Like
Yeah.
you'd alibi for him.
Well,
Because that's what
it
that's.
says help them cover it up. That doesn't mean like lying in court. That means like help them get out of it. I don't know.
I'd help him get a job. Fucking robbing a bank, you psycho.
Well, that's the
Jesus
thing, so,
Christ,
like,
you're
why?
better than that.
You
Come
know?
on, we can start drinking protein shakes and running hills.
What?
Get your resume
How
together.
does that
That's the way to get your life together.
Get your resume
Stop
together,
on
get you back in
protein.
school, right?
What? Start running? How did it go from bank robbing to running?
Hey, you didn't
hills?
answer it.
Oh,
Cheese is the answer to the next one.
I don't even. I didn't even read the next one.
yeah. It's cheese. I would my best. Nah, I can't snitch. I'm not gonna be snitching. I'd have to help him cover it up. I think.
Thank you. You're giving me a hard time.
Yeah, I know. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
hypocrite.
you know, it's stimulating the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Wait, this is not 125. This is like
It
8.
says 127 at the top.
I know, but there's no.
Can I go?
Oh, I get it. They're categories.
I would people online are like, hurry up and say something interesting.
Oh, this one's super good. Would you rather be forced to wear wet socks for the rest of your life, or only be allowed to wash your hair once a year?
The second one.
Yeah,
Definitely.
same.
You
Wet
can get
socks.
you can get a bunch of diseases from wet socks.
I don't
Like in
trench-
Vietnam, they had
foot.
that's how people got their leg cut
Isn't that
off.
Yeah.
what it's called?
Yeah.
And but then all that happens is you get just dreads with the other one.
Yeah. Or like just shave your head.
Yeah, I will.
I'll be bald.
That's true. I guess you'd have to shave your head.
I mean, I wouldn't like it, but it'd be better than wet socks.
Yeah, if you're a guy, I guess that's pretty easy. Obviously, only
No,
wash
I
your
just
hair once a
give
year.
you guys an easy cop out. You're welcome.
Yeah, I didn't even think about just.
Gotta go.
Oh, go.
If you were at a friend's house for Thanksgiving dinner and you found a dead cockroach in your salad, what would you do?
Yeah, your friends?
Yeah.
If they're a good friend, I'm like, yo, bro, you got a cockroach in your salad. I mean, what the hell is this?
I'd pick it up and throw it at him.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
this?
Yeah, exactly. Bro, I'd be like, like, bro, why you got cockroaches in your food, bro? Well, that's not. If he's my friend, I'm telling him like that's gross. Like, here's a good one. Would you rather have a finger as a tongue or have tongues as fingers? Imagine little tongues as or a little finger out of your mouth.
I think I'd rather have the finger as a tongue.
Same. I don't know why,
So
really.
you could not do anything with tongue fingers.
I mean, you'd always be tasting
Actually,
everything. You'd be
that's
tasting
true.
everything is like.
But again, your tongue's really strong, so
I
like
was just
it
saying,
would still work.
If I'm not mistaken, the tongue has the
But
most
they-
muscle density
okay,
per
right?
place in the human body.
But they'd be like super dry because they're not in your mouth.
So you have dry tongue.
I feel like that would get really uncomfortable.
That's gross. That's a finger as a tongue. That's weird. Like if you're kissing somebody.
Okay, what?
You have a little finger. Yeah.
We'll come with some funnier ones too, but we'll keep it PG-13.
Oh, jeez, that was great. That was good.
All right.
See, these ones are more regular. These are more regular. Some of the other ones are just nasty. Like.
Would you be willing to
Start off with
reduce? Would you be willing to reduce your life expectancy for 5 years to become extremely attractive?
No.
Well, you already don't know when you're gonna die. So if it's like, all right, 5 years less, now I'm more attractive.
If I'm
Say 5 years.
reduce
By
5 years to be extremely attractive.
Oh.
The superficial answer is yes.
Yeah.
To a certain,
Yeah.
there's a certain part of me that says yes. And if I'm
Well,
not
like, let's-
mistaken,
Yeah.
but if I'm not mistaken, the very act of being physically attractive is actually an indicator of health.
Yeah.
Because in general, people that are physically attractive have symmetrical faces, like hormone systems that are working, endocrine systems that are working. So it's kind of a reverse. It's kind of reverse logic.
No, it is. It's natural to be, to have attraction, but. If I was like already married with kids,
if I knew I was gonna be 85,
No, so like right now.
Like
if
right
you, right
now.
this second you had to decide it.
if I knew I was gonna be 85 and I knew I'd only live to 80, but I was like extremely attractive, I'd totally do it. I'm superficial like that. I totally would.
Everybody's a
yeah.
little superficial.
Come on, you're sexy, Eddie. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here,
You
bro.
guys alone.
I know. That's why we put you in the
Are we
middle.
stuck
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't want to just keep going at it, right?
All right.
I think I wouldn't do it. I don't know. I'm fine.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Did you?
Haley?
do it?
yeah, I said I would do it.
Oh, you do it.
Because I mean, yeah.
I think if I was married and had
Because-
kids and stuff.
'cause if
I would.
we're
Because that's the thing. So you wouldn't know if you would have lived 5 years longer. Like right now, I don't know when I'm gonna die. I don't know if it's gonna be 5 years shorter or longer off the top of my head. Assuming I die an old person anyway, and then you're dead. It's
Yeah.
not like, oh, I died 5 years too early.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
dead anyway.
Yeah.
True.
So
If you only had 10 more years to live and you just got 5 off of that, then you're
yeah,
like,
see,
oh,
that's different.
never mind.
But like
Yeah.
right now, I'd like to think I'm not gonna die in 5 years.
Right. We like, yeah.
There we
We
go.
should do blonde jokes next.
Oh my God.
I don't.
Just kidding.
Please
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, let's do
Please
Filipino
do.
jokes and then let's do Mexican jokes
There
and
we
just
go.
sit down the gamut.
Yep.
As long as we're equal, right?
Yeah.
Well, everyone gets one. All right, go ahead.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
It's recording. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. No, yeah, that was all on there, bro.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, we're live streaming now. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Which would you prefer? A wild, turbulent life filled with joy, sorrow, passion, and adventure,
Yes.
and intoxicating success and stunning setbacks,
Second option.
or a happy, secure, predictable life surrounded by friends and family without such wide swings of fortune and mood?
What the first one off top? Like, yeah, I'd way rather have the first one.
The first one, you don't have friends or family. You grew up in poverty and hardship, but you have to fight through it to the top.
Wait, what? That's not
That's
what I
no,
said.
no, 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 no. This is, I added that in. I added that in.
I was like,
No,
where did
you
you
get that. No, no, you get.
You
No,
get that.
you get all of that.
Meteor
You,
now stuck in the middle.
wait. You get all of that. You get all of that. You get all. You get. Yeah.
So your life
like,
sucks,
what?
but in the end, it's great.
No, you
Go ahead.
have to. In your early life, you have to fight through all this hardship, but at the end, you get all of that. But it's lonely. Would you choose it?
Oh, you have
And
to,
the
you have
other
to,
one-
you have to reread
yeah.
it now. You have to reread it,
Reread it,
with
okay.
your.
Which would you prefer? A wild, turbulent life filled with joy, sorrow, passion, and adventure, and intoxicating success and stunning setbacks, just going up in poverty, hardship with no family, and having to fight through a bunch
You
of
didn't
different
specify
things.
no family.
I'm just saying, because the opposite, or have a happy, secure, predictable life surrounded by friends and family without such wide swings of fortune. So I had to add that into.
Oh no, first one still.
Still.
Because I mean, you're saying my life is gonna be like this. I won't know it's gonna be like that, but I mean, I feel like I'm more into. I don't like the steady.
You're a very family-oriented guy, though. You do a lot of family events.
Yeah,
It
that's
says
true,
intoxicating
that's true.
success. What's your definition of success?
Right though.
But large amounts of money,
Like,
fame.
okay, so what if your definition though is
And
like
you-
a family with 5 kids?
You described Bruce Wayne versus.
No, well,
like,
Bruce Wayne was born in a trust. He's a trust fund. He has a trust fund. Hey, actually, I'll put this on you. Wait a second. Wait.
So if you're trying to be Bruce Wayne or Helen.
I literally
Oh, that's your
have
background?
Batman as my background.
Oh, that's dope.
And Bruce, no, he had a
I
trust
didn't mean
fund.
to, yeah, I didn't mean. No, I was saying you got Bruce Wayne or Iron Man. I feel like that was your like.
No, well, yeah, that's what you get. But you have to grow up. You grew up in hardship, but you had a lot of talent, fought your way to the top,
Okay.
like savage.
Well, that's so hard. I would do the first one still. I feel like that just sounds way more fun to me. But I mean, I know I'm family oriented, and
Exactly.
I mean, but hypothetically, I'd rather have the first one. I like the roller coaster of life.
Uh-huh.
You know.
Haley, your thoughts?
I interpret it differently, but the way you're putting it,
I know.
probably the first one. But yeah, it just says without such wide swings of fortune and mood. So what if your constant is success and like being fortunate?
That's such.
Seeing such
So
wide
what was the question
swings.
again? What's the question?
So that one just specifies without such wide
Okay,
swings.
the
So it just
question was
means it's
worded right.
more
Yeah.
constant. So if your constant is successful and fortunate,
It's
with
not.
family,
It's average. It's average.
It's
You're
average.
really happy, but you're really personally happy.
Yeah, it's like nothing crazy, but you're
But-
you're secure. You're
Yeah,
happy.
the first one you're basically going through this roller coaster and there's just hardship and all this stuff, but you end up here. But the other one, you're basically the same, but you're happy the entire time.
I'm too technical for this. I don't know. I would want to say the second one. I'm a very constant kind of person.
I would say that's a hard one. It depends. It just depends on the friends and family and who I'm around.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, if
obviously
you're
the
happy-
first one,
everything.
exactly. The first one I described. The first one I described is
No.
it's like alcoholic father beats you, mother's it's like a drug addict. This is where I'm going with it.
Oh, okay. But you fight your way to the
Exactly.
Right. And
But
you
but
become inflamed.
at that price, you're not going to be happy because you're fighting through a bunch of stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But the second one, you will be happy. I would choose the second one because I'd rather be happy than have to go through all that. But this is the Joe Rogan thing. The very adversity you face in life is what makes things like gives it its value because you get.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm gonna go on a rant. Like I
Sit back.
yeah. How I put this? So it was me and we'll use names. Me and one of the people we played football with.
Or do you use so many names?
Yeah,
It's fine,
No,
though.
we're not gonna use names.
Okay.
And we were hanging out with this one kid who came from money. And he was like driving around. He was like 20 years old. We were like 14, 15. And he was just like complaining the entire time. I think he was pilled up and drugged when he was driving us around, if I'm being dead honest. But he was just like, oh, I wish I was back in Tahoe. Oh, this Santa Cruz sucks. And it's just like all this stuff. But he comes from a bunch of material success and he seemed miserable.
Yeah.
So, where was I going with
Yeah.
that? Where the heck was I going? Oh, material success and miserable. But the thing is, I don't come from a wealthy background. I'm not gonna go with this stuff, but I do my best to enjoy the things I do have and have gratitude because I know the very difficulties you face in life is what underscores its value, makes you a stronger person. So I choose the first one with a nice family.
Okay. That was a roundabout way to say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I basically would choose the first one.
All right.
That's good.
All right. Sorry, that one got way too deep.
I'm over here looking.
It's alright, we'll line up. No more poop,
We'll
though.
just do a couple more, I guess. Can I read that one?
I mean, you read whatever you want. It's your show.
Nah, I'm not gonna read that one. Wait, what'd you rather?
Okay, here we go. Thank you.
Only be able to whisper everything or only be able to shout everything? I feel like I shout everything anyway.
Me too. So I think already picked. Yeah.
So like I have to choose that.
Okay, so no, but you have to think about what are the things you would want to whisper and would you be okay yelling them?
I just shout. I'd be a psycho, but I'd be shouting everything.
No, that's a
Soundproof your walls?
because I'd rather be heard by. Well, in general, this is like, obviously there's a balance, but I'd rather be heard by more people than not heard by more people because there's more advantages to being heard.
yeah. There's more advantages to being heard.
Or
I feel like.
have you ever tried to like only whisper to children? It makes them shut up and listen to you sometimes.
Yeah.
I've never thought about that ever. I don't. No one wants to be around their children.
You're just yelling all the time about everything. I feel like people would be less inclined to listen to you because they're like, oh, like here's this guy again yelling about everything, and it all has like
I
the
think
same
that's what
amount of
everyone
value.
thinks. Yeah.
No, it does. But what if you are mad? What if you want to make a point? Or what if you're public speaking? Like,
Exactly.
Get a
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
what
you
I'm
could
thinking.
get it. But even with your,
Okay, so I picked whispering because I could also just carry on a microphone phone and be loud.
that's true, I guess. Yeah. Or
I found
what?
a loophole.
I guess there's
Surprise.
nothing that you.
A whisper machine for yelling.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just it condenses your. It condenses. So when you're yelling it just sounds like a whisper.
Yep.
I don't know why I'm making this, but that's the whisper.
Yeah. Is that
My
scientific?
own sign language is this is whisper.
You can always learn sign language, right? If you want to be like quieter.
Oh, that's true.
How do you say that?
See, that's smart.
Loops are-
too.
yeah.
There's loopholes and everything. That's a good one though. I would choose
You
shout.
could also just
'Cause I
text.
already
You could
shot.
also
I would-
just
I would
text
choose-
people.
Oh,
You could just text people.
Yeah.
You could also like just like record it and then like don't like decrease the sound and then send it to someone.
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
I'd rather be louder personally, and as you can tell.
I already shot.
I definitely couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead.
Would you like to know the precise date of your death?
No.
I would. Because then I would have packed in as much stuff as possible for that date.
Or it would be like any other deadline where you get really lazy until the last week
No.
and you're like, I gotta travel the world.
No.
I gotta go.
No, I would.
That's
I would want to know.
good question, but I feel like I wouldn't.
I would, because then I would do everything possible within that time.
But why don't you do that anyway?
I try to. I do my best to.
Well, then that's great.
Yeah.
But then you don't know. What if you find out it's in 5 years? Then you get sad.
No, I'd be okay. No, I would be running at it head first.
But why don't you do that anyway?
I do my best
You
to.
run out of money,
But
Yeah, there are restrictions of reality.
energy,
Yeah.
and time.
Yeah, because then you're not you're not like
'Cause-
you're not putting money in the bank because you're like you're gonna die, so you're
Yeah,
using it. Yeah,
exactly.
that makes sense too. But I mean, there is a little bit of ignorance is bliss, and not.
There is, yeah,
Yeah,
I know
that-
exactly
yeah,
what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah. Even though in general ignorance isn't bliss, and like it's better to know the truth. It's better to know the truth and
Yeah.
have reality than it is to be ignorant. But in many cases, just not knowing will make you happy. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I did not read this beforehand.
Wait,
so this should be
Haley, is there any questions that you have?
Yeah, you have-
ever? I don't know.
off the top of
I
my
mean,
head.
we-
Like,
I
just
wasn't prepared. I didn't
I know.
study like you guys did.
No, we didn't study and pull this. I do.
I literally,
I was like, well,
did.
this-
I basically
this
studied. I
little
grabbed the
bit-
book and I put
And
some up here.
then, I mean, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Okay, well, can I go? Yeah.
Yeah, go.
If you knew you could be the best in any single occupation, music, writing, acting, business, politics, medicine, sports, etc., and be among the best and most successful in the world at it, which one would you choose?
List the 5. What was it?
If you could choose any profession, you could be the best in the world at it, what would it be? And that's
I feel like that goes back. Weren't we talking about like whether or not you want to be a famous person? Like, that's
kind
like
of.
a similar thing.
It's similar,
Because
but
if you're like you want to be the best actor ever, then you're gonna probably end up famous because of it. Or if you want to be like the best
this is-
entomologist
the
ever.
other one's a little more open ended. It was just like success in general, but this is like what would you want to be specifically successful at?
I feel like I want to be something helpful and like productive for society.
I'd be down to be the best doctor in the world. That'd be
Yeah,
super
like, that
cool.
would be cool.
That'd
Who
be
is the
great.
best doctor in the world?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
Fine.
Doctor, he ran for president. Ben Carson.
What?
I'm not gonna say he's the best doctor in the world, but he's a pediatrician.
How do you
A heart,
I say it's hard to
what's
define.
pediatric
What's the-
he's a pediatric heart surgeon.
what's the metric of best
and he ran
doctor?
for president.
What's
What's
the metric of best doctor? Most lives saved, biggest cure. What would you say?
a metric?
A metric for best doctor. Like if you had to define what best doctor is, what would the metrics you use?
Probably that's a good question. I mean, I know Ben Carson has been a part of like heart. I think he was a part of a surgery where he took two joined twins together, and the surgery took like 24 hours. I think it's just breaking boundaries that have never been crossed before, and doing it in an amazing, outstanding way would put you in that, best ever.
Best doctor.
The most lives saved is a weird metric. Because, I mean, every doctor saves a
Because
lot of lives.
also in regards to the life saved definition, like technology and like increases in agriculture or the discovery of penicillin and the application of that, or even refrigeration. Because refrigeration, you're allowed to store your food inside the container there, but if you didn't have refrigeration, it would be basically rotting on the spot. So the definition of most lives saved is it's not precise enough because the domain of that's actually large. You could even say if you had safer traffic, if you had safer roads, you
specifically for a doctor.
Yeah, for a doctor.
doctor,
Yeah.
I know. I went too logical with that. I'm like, over everywhere.
That's a different profession.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think he's done things that other people haven't, and then just I think his character as a person and those types of I think that's what.
So
but that's I'm just talking about that one person. I don't know
what the best doctor. Yeah. You can say
there's House who's amazing, but he's a dick. Like
yeah, he's a fake character.
yeah, but also that too. But what were you gonna? If you were gonna say something a while ago.
No, I forgot what it was.
Oh
no, but yeah. So if like doctors have like specialties, so would the best doctor be like the best doctor at all specialties?
Right.
And be like the best brain surgeon and heart surgeon and pediatric.
And you have to specify medical doctor.
Yeah.
Not like astrophysics doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Neil
Is
deGrasse
there a
doctor.
doctor?
A physician. First of all, first of all,
No.
I don't think you need to be able to be the best in everything though, because the people who are identified as the best ever, like Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's considered like one of the greatest scientists ever. But I mean, his specialty is astrophysics
and science communication.
Right. So
I can tell you
he's
more
not the best biologist ever. There's better, but just because of how outstanding he was in his field, he then umbrellas the category as a great scientist.
I agree. It's definition.
So you don't need to do everything. You don't need to be the best electrical engineer and best structural engineer. You just need to be able to, go far beyond in your specialty.
Yeah.
What would you do?
I'd just be a baller and have a bunch of money.
Wait, that's not an occupation. What? No, I know you're way
You
more.
can't wish for more wishes.
You're way
Come
more
on.
philanthropic.
Put it this way: unless you have the money to allocate the resources to then make decisions that benefit people, if whether that's a push and pull.
It doesn't sound like you're answering the question.
That's similar to what I was saying though. Like you can be the best at it, but doesn't mean you can like implement your skill.
Put it this way: Bill Gates is a coral belt at business. He's got $87 billion, and he does philanthropic work from
It's
there.
a coral belt.
I was gonna say.
It's like
He's a
this,
fish.
if I'm not mistaken,
He looks a little fishy, but
if I'm not mistaken, it's
It's
like
not telling me.
it goes black belt, it goes red belt, and then it goes coral belt. So there's like the hierarchy of
In
belts
what-
in
in what-
jiu-jitsu. If I'm not mistaken, I'm a total white belt.
There's a
so I
higher
know
than
what you're
black
talking about.
belt.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I thought black belt was the top.
If I'm not mistaken, it's black belt. There's like
Until you turn into a
red
fish.
belt, and then
Then you turn
really-
into an eel. Then you turn into a moray eel.
Surprise.
So what would I want to be the best? Want to be really good at business because it gives you the freedom to then invest in different philanthropic things. I think.
Yeah.
Because if you're Bill Gates, you can start the Bill Gates Foundation, and then you can fund engineers and medical doctors. Because without the money, at the end of the day, you're not gonna be able to do anything.
So you want to be like a financial business person?
Maybe.
I don't know what the right term is.
So the best businessman would be someone.
There are
who-
different- there are
like,
different
What does the
ways-
best businessman do?
Does
he start his own business?
Basically delegates things. Basically, like it depends on what industry you're in.
Yeah, so that's you gotta pick an industry, right?
Yeah.
Like
Jeez. Medical technology, so I can invent all the solutions.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
medical tech business.
Yeah,
and then
just be a baller billionaire.
okay.
On the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, would you rather be a baller billionaire or be the best at something but be broke? That was off the top of my head.
There's not
Truth.
I'm a scientist.
But
The idea of the expansion of knowledge is something that's really exciting to me. And
So
to
you-
be the first to discover and invent something that's useful, I think that's really
so
interesting.
you would rather do that than be a baller like billionaire?
If I had a good family life, yeah.
We're getting too deep now.
You
All right.
keep
We
saying
should
if.
move on.
yeah.
Move on. Pick a new one.
Because,
Pick a new
yeah.
one. That we're
If
done. We're done.
Happiness, yeah.
goodness.
If wait, what about you though? I want to know. Would you rather like be like a multi-millionaire, but not necessarily be the best at anything? And
This is
not,
game.
You're not
We
well known?
basically got over the same thing over and over, but yeah. so we're good.
Or would you rather be the best at something but be broke? Broke as in you have a very very simple life you live in.
Not broke as in
Not like you're homeless.
I work at Walmart and I'll make no money.
No. Like you just live a simple, very conservative life. You make 50.
That like goes back to that other question though.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Want me to ask another one? I gotta go.
Oh, that was another one.
Yeah. that's
Okay.
that.
Would you like your spouse to be both smarter and more attractive than you? But you have to say she already is.
Yeah. I'm not married. You said
Be
spouse.
honest.
Okay, spouse, yeah.
Yeah.
I say I had a
I'm
question
not
similar
married.
to that.
As long as I can trust him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smarter and more attractive. Yeah, that's fine. Why not? I'm not insecure about myself.
I like to be the smartest one though, so.
Yeah, I know Haley. Yeah.
I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy, so that's pretty
Well, no,
easy.
so that was my
I
question.
don't care. You can be smarter and more attractive. That's sexy.
So
Like,
you
go
guys,
ahead.
well, you guys were saying the other day that when girls do something like stupid or like
Oh,
what was
me and
it?
Cooper?
Yeah, and that it's cute. Yeah, I'm bringing this up. You're
No,
welcome.
that's fine.
So no, like, so if a girl like doesn't understand something or like is not like stupid but like being dumb towards a certain subject that is somewhat cute. So would you rather that or have her be really smart?
Oh, I'd rather have you be really smart.
Okay,
I'm just
that's
saying,
good.
it was cute. Me and Cooper were saying, what I was saying to Cooper was like, oh, there is a little bit of that cuteness to it when they're like, I don't know, like, they're ditzy a little bit. So exactly. So there's a little bit of that, like, kind of, I don't know where it comes from, but Cooper agreed with me, okay? And he was like, yeah, I get what you're saying. But like, you're talking about a spouse? No, I'd rather.
If you're stuck with it, then
No,
it's not cute.
that's not cute anymore. No, I'm talking about, yeah. No.
All right.